Shalom Aleichem everyone, hope everyone had a wonderful, wonderful week. It is now Erev Shabbos Parshas Tavo. I want to share one thing I just forgot, I should have mentioned last week on Parshas Tavo, then a little bit on Tavo. But the beginning of last week's Parshas Tavo is an unbelievable idea. We're told about this very, very crazy situation. And you find yourself, this story of this Eishes Yifas Torah, the captive woman, a Gentile you want to marry, and the Torah tells us something amazing, amazing. Chazal tell us that she's usher to you, but there's this process you have to go through, and Dibra Torah Keneged Yetzirah. Really, she should be usher to you. She should not be permitted to you, but given the strains of warfare, the stress, etc., and now you have a desire for her, we feel you're going to sin with her anyway. So Dibra Torah Keneged Yetzirah, a concession to the Yetzirah, and therefore you go through this process and you're allowed to take her as a spouse. Striking Parsha. So just a small little comment, which again I just feel I have to share. The Torah goes out of it to tell us, really this should be usher. But what can we do? Dibra Torah Keneged Yetzirah, the average person is not going to be able to withstand this test, and therefore we make a concession, because this is a test that is too hard to bear. Interesting. So the Torah makes a concession because it understands in this context the test is too hard to bear. Which means that elucidates, I heard this from my Rebbe, Rav Yonason Sachs, that elucidates that every other area of Torah, every other mitzvah, the Torah is confident that you can do it. In this one area, the Torah questions whether you can do it. And therefore we concede, a concession, Dibra Torah Keneged Yetzirah. But in every other area, yep, the Torah feels you can do it. It might be hard, it might be a challenge, there might be an isayom, but you can overcome, because if you couldn't overcome, then the Torah wouldn't have commanded, it would give you that way out. That's a tremendous, tremendous chizuk during Elul, where sometimes we have a phenomenon, we give up, it's not for me, it's too hard. And the Torah is telling us, it's not too hard. You can persevere. Anything that Hashem gives us, we have the ability to achieve. Parshas Tavo, we open up with the story of the Bikurim. And we are told that Jewish farmers in Eretz Yisrael have to find and take their first fruit of the Shivas Haminim, bring them to Yerushalayim, bring them onto the Mizbeach, give them to the Kohen, and then V'anisa V'amarta, we have a Kriyas HaParsha, where we describe a little bit, a survey of Jewish history, that Yaakov Avinu was persecuted by Lavan, his family, and he went down to Mitzrayim. They were persecuted there, and then Hashem took us out of Mitzrayim, and He brought us into this amazing, amazing land. And now I am the farmer who, years later, am living and experiencing the bounty of the Kedusha of Eretz Yisrael. So there's an Alshich on this parsha, Perek Chavav Pasuk Beis, that puts his head into the mind of a farmer up in Tiberia, in Tzfat, in Emek Yisrael. And he's got some first fruit. He's got a couple of rimonim. He's got a couple of grapes, a fig, a te'ina. Got first fruits, his first crop. So he brings, his command is to go all the way from Tiberia and schlep all the way to Yerushalayim with these 5, 10, 12, 16 fruit, and bring those as a korban on the Mizbeach. V'im tomer, and the average farmer might say to himself, what a schlep. I'm going to go ahead and schlep these rimonim, these grapes, all the way down. What do I have? Ma betza ki tatricheni la'azov beiti v'chomotai v'elcheli ad Yerushalayim be'eshkol anovim v'chamisha te'inim u'shnei rimonim. Mehalei kama yamim, I'm going to schlep many days with a couple of rimonim, a couple of grapes. Like, what's the point? Why do I have to be dislocated from my home in order to go ahead and do this? Let me either do it over here, or let me send a shliach, and he'll go ahead and do it on my behalf. That's a natural instinct the person might have. And says the Alshich, Al yetze mipicha, do not speak like this. Ki lo ra'eh lechtecha el hamakom. Hashem wants us to uproot ourselves, pick ourselves up, and go to Yerushalayim. Why? Because this is part of perhaps a mitzvah of imitatio Dei, of mimicking God, because Hashem does the same thing. Says the Alshich, Ki ozav Hashem hashamayim Ushmei Hashemayim u'bachar ba'aretz halazu. Hashem, if you will, Kiviyachol, left his seat in Shamayim and came to dwell in this land, with us in this land. Ki leman Yisrael makam toraso, bachar lo dira b'tachtonim. Hashem chose a place, a dwelling place for himself in this world. And therefore, you, Jewish farmer, make yourself that kal v'chomer. Sana kal v'chomer, Uma im konecha lemancha ozav shamayim al yonim mityachasim elav yisbar v'yavel lishkom b'shvilcha ad hamakom hazeh. God is willing to leave his place, be dislocated from Shamayim to be with us in this world. Atos, so you, physical man, we're asking you to dislocate yourself to connect to Hashem in Yerushalayim Yer HaKodesh al achas kama v'kama. That's the mission over here. And ultimately the mission over here, says the Sefer Chinuch, is the mitzvah of Hakaras HaTov. And to understand Hashem gave us this amazing, amazing land. And gave us a home, and something we need to appreciate so much in our day. Gave us Eretz Yisrael, so we take symbols of Eretz Yisrael. Not apples, not oranges, not clementines, symbols of Eretz Yisrael, Shivas Aminim. And yes, we bring them lamakom asher yivchar Hashem, to that place, to Yerushalayim Ir HaKodesh. And just like Hashem Kiviyachol leaves his comfort zone, so to speak, to be with us, to recognize us, to have a relationship with us, so we have to do the exact same thing. Whatever Hashem demands and whatever Hashem asks, it's something we can do, we can achieve. So leave your comfort zone. Be dislocated so you can have a relationship with him. That's the mission, says the Alshich, of the mitzvah of Bikurim. Something to think about as we find ourselves 2 days before Slichos, about to say Slichos, which are also uncomfortable. We're staying up late at night, waking up early in the morning to say Slichos. To use this last week and a half before the end of the year. And to get ourselves ready, to get ourselves in a proper frame of mind, to leave our comfort zone, to be a little bit uncomfortable, a little bit dislocated, perhaps a little bit less sleep, to understand we're here for a higher purpose, a higher mission, to connect to something so much bigger than ourselves, to connect to Jewish destiny, and to connect to Eretz Yisrael, and fundamentally and ultimately to connect to Hashem.